Luigi Mangione objected in court to facing back-to-back state and federal trials in the fatal shooting of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson, calling the schedule double jeopardy by any common-sense definition. Mangione, 27, spoke as officers escorted him from a Manhattan courtroom after a judge set his New York murder trial to begin June 8. Judge Gregory Caro said the state trial could be pushed to September 8 if an appeal delays the federal proceedings, drawing objections from defense attorneys who argued they would not be prepared. Mangione has pleaded not guilty in both cases, each carrying the possibility of life in prison. Federal prosecutors, however, have been barred from seeking the death penalty. The parallel prosecutions have drawn scrutiny over the charges and evidence, particularly after a federal judge dismissed death penalty-eligible counts amid concerns about political influence. Mangione's case has continued to generate headlines and public attention, with some supporters framing his alleged actions as a protest against the health insurance industry. It's the same trial twice. 1 + 1 is 2. Double jeopardy by any common-sense definition, Mangione said as he was escorted from the courtroom in Manhattan. His attorneys argued he was being placed in an untenable situation. Attorney Karen Friedman Agnifilo said, "This is a tug-of-war between two different prosecution offices. The defense will not be ready on June 8. Caro was unmoved, telling the defense, "Be ready." Jury selection in the federal case is scheduled to begin September 8, with opening statements set for October 13. Soon after the state court dates were scheduled, Judge Margaret Garnett dismissed a federal murder charge that had enabled prosecutors to seek capital punishment, finding it technically flawed. She wrote that she did so to foreclose the death penalty as an available punishment to be considered by the jury, as it weighs whether to convict Mangione. Garnett also dismissed a gun charge but left in place stalking charges that carry a maximum punishment of life in prison. To seek the death penalty, prosecutors needed to show that Mangione killed Thompson while committing another crime of violence. Stalking doesn't fit that definition, Garnett wrote in her opinion, citing case law and legal precedents. Thompson, 50, was shot and killed outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel on December 4, 2024, while attending a UnitedHealthcare conference. He had worked for the company for 20 years and became CEO in 2021. Surveillance video showed a masked gunman shooting Thompson from behind. Police said the words delay, deny and depose were written on the ammunition, echoing a phrase associated with insurance claim denials. Mangione was identified as the suspect after a multi-state manhunt and was arrested in Pennsylvania 5 days later.